we're jumping right into AI because it almost seems like it's secondary, but it's not. It's heavily related to where this industry is heading. And I'm sure when you first started, the financial world was fundamentally different than it is today. We're entering a world where the focus of finding stability and success around physical labor is slightly diminishing. And people who are pivoting towards crucial assets are going to have a really successful future, perhaps generational wealth. And you're also seeing a shift of even certain assets shifting from one to another. And I kind of want to jump into the financial market really quickly, talk about crypto, because you're seeing a switch. People who are dealing with even just really fundamental assets like gold that have been around forever, you are seeing, and it sounds like it's a weird time to have this discussion because gold just hit an all-time high and it's been uptrending and it's going to continue uptrending. But where I'm going with this is that you have assets with a market cap that is one tenth of gold, but it's going to be the future. And I want you to talk about Bitcoin. I want you to talk about other cryptos and how much of a portfolio would you recommend we allocate? And would that be a good place to start?
Okay, so as far as crypto goes, when it comes to crypto, I usually am only referring to Bitcoin because there's so many different types of crypto and coins out there. Like it's once again, we're trying to talk about just getting started when investing, right? So you want to pick something and you want to start with something. Bitcoin is like a large cap stock investment. Like as far as the crypto goes, it's one of the more well-known uh, tokens. The government's investing inside crypto, inside of Bitcoin. So it's just
Yeah,
governments across the world, like sovereign nations, are increasing their Bitcoin.
that's it. That's it right there. And by the way, just to point out, the amount that gold corrected in the past week from its all-time high to where it is now has the amount that has left that asset is greater than the entire crypto market cap. I'm not just talking Bitcoin. I'm talking Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, just everything combined. That's just to put in perspective how small this asset is relative to even stocks like Nvidia. And it's a high risk volatile asset. And you're right to say Bitcoin is a good place to start because Bitcoin is really where you should stop and end if you're not studying the market. And risky, right? I imagine you wouldn't recommend we go all in on crypto. So like how would you, and even just taking a step back here, forgetting about crypto for just a moment, like broadly speaking, how much of your portfolio would you recommend you allocate to various assets?
Got you. So yeah, that depends on what stage of life you're in, right? As far as
Mm.
what you need to be invested in. One thing to think about right now with this crypto is that, and just investing in general, you think about meme stocks and those type of moves, you have a different type of investor now. So there's a great wealth transfer going on from like an older generation down to a younger generation. Inside that same wealth transfer, you have a transfer of men passing away and passing their money over to their wives who are getting these assets. You have a different generation with children who are now like who are staying in their houses longer, just more attached financially to their parents longer. And then you have crypto coming in. So it's a different type of investor, whereas older investors might have saw gold, younger investors now see Bitcoin as the same type of
Yeah.
investment. So like you said, gold's been around for thousands and thousands, I guess, depending on how long you think the world's been here, millions of years. Gold's been an asset. But people look at crypto as digital gold. Crypto's not quite digital gold. Crypto has its own, Bitcoin especially has its own movement. Sometimes it's risk on asset, sometimes it's a risk off asset. But
Yeah.
as a store of value, that's where people are seeking it. And the current environment is bringing more utility to it as sovereign nations, as I mentioned, add crypto to their Bitcoin, to their reserves. Obviously, we have an administration where I think they have like billions and billions of dollars in crypto and Bitcoin as well.
Yeah.